Hello, my name is Zevlin, and today I'm starting a Let's Play of Europa Universalis IV, where I will be attempting to get the achievement Jihad. To do this, you need to be able to play as the country Najd, get 500 territories, and convert them to Sunni. So, to start, I will be focusing on colonization and conquering as much of Asia and Africa as I can. Oman, Yemen, and Hijaz are most likely early targets, but to start, to make sure they don't all gang up on me, I need to ally one of them. This is kind of random whether they rival you or not early in the game. In this particular case, Hijaz is actually friendly towards me, so that is a very easy first ally and first move to do here. Also, there's a mission here to improve relations. Let's jump right into that. Let's go to relation actions, improve relations with them. Now, for these other three, not very likely that I'm going to get along. They're already rivals. So let's start out by rivaling the two of them. And my only other choice for a rival is the country I want to be friends with. So that's not a very good thing to do, so we won't be doing that. We have some decisions available, which pretty much equal out as far as piety go, and increase missionary strength, increase tax. So we're going to do that. These four territories over here start out as Shia, so we'll be needing to convert those. So I'm going to go ahead and send one of my missionaries to start that. While I'm on this screen, Najd is a Sunni nation, which has this slide bar. So you have two different options to move towards, either lack of piety or being pious. If you're pious, you get missionary strength, morale of armies, and fort defense bonuses. If you're not pious, you get national tax modifier, national manpower modifier, and technology cost. Considering I'm going to be converting a lot of territory, later in the game I will be edging towards pious. You get this through different events throughout the game. You just have to select whether you want to add points towards pious or add points towards not being pious, and this little slide bar will go. Being in the middle gives you less bonus. As you can see right now, I'm only 5% pious, so I get barely any bonus at all. So it's to the player's advantage to get as far towards one side or the other as possible. It's just a decision that you kind of want to make. And right now, I'm going to go for lack of piety, though. I'm not converting that many territories yet. I feel my missionary can handle it. I don't need that extra bonus, but what I do need right now is a little extra tax, some extra manpower for some early wars, and tech cost is always good. So I'll be going towards that anytime any missions come up. We are a monarchy, so all those rules apply for monarchy, where we have to have an heir, and then the heir takes over when the king dies. We don't get very much tax right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take the slider bar down. We're not going to be going to war right away. And my basic strategy here is I'm going to go ahead and pick military here to get some extra military points. Normally I would go towards administrative on most playthroughs. I feel like getting that early idea is very important. Get some choices in there, being able to get the extra buildings for some extra tax income is always very nice. But in this particular case, I don't really feel like getting this idea group is that important that early, because the idea group that I'm going to get, because the first idea group I always get is diplomatic, because I don't want to use military points this early in the game, and administrative points don't really make sense because it costs military or administrative points to get the ideas, and so you'll just be crippling yourself for your second idea group early on. So diplomatic's almost always my first choice, and in this case, I'm going to go exploration ideas so that I can start colonizing as early as possible. So it doesn't, but it's too early for that. So it doesn't really make sense to rush towards this. So I won't be. I'll be rushing towards getting some military tech for my early wars that I will be doing. Now, to start, I'm going to need some more armies. Right now, my army force limit, I have 3 of 5 troops, 2 infantry, 1 cavalry. I'm going to go ahead and build 1 more cavalry and 1 more infantry to cap out my army force limit. My boats, I'm going to be going for mostly barks to begin with. I have 1 cog, don't really foresee needing that right away. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And as soon as I have enough money, I will be building another bark. But until then, I need something to do with my 1 free diplomat. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and issue embargoes on my rivals. And let some time tick. And as soon as I can, I'm going to issue an embargo on my other rival. And with this diplomat, I'm going to fabricate a claim up here in Alhassa. That way, I go ahead and get, oh, and I did forget to go ahead and set my barks to trade. It's going to be in my home trade node to start, just to get as much out of it as I can. Now, just to the north of me, I have 3 fairly powerful countries that could crush me if they declare a war on me. So I'll probably be trying to placate them, play them against each other, do whatever I can until I build a little bit of a power base down here, maybe even dipping into Africa before I do too much up here with them. I'll be trying to exploit the weakness, maybe Ottomans attack them, I might attack them then. Until then, I'll probably just be trying to improve relations and just keep them from attacking me as much as possible. If I can get an alliance with one of them, I may take it. But for now, I'm going to focus on just getting Alhassa. Let's group those guys up over there. See where we're at here. I'm going to go ahead and bump that up to 4. We can get a royal marriage here. Can we get an alliance yet? Yes, let's go ahead and get that alliance. Just in case. So I have a little bit of protection in case somebody's thinking about attacking me. Then as soon as I can, I'm going to get the royal marriage. And I was discovered. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. And we have a royal marriage. We got our mission. So we have a couple of mission choices here. One to get Al-Jaf. Not going to be attacking the Mamluks anytime soon, so I'm going to ignore that one. Rival of a threat. Let's see, Ottoman's opinion. Let's see where we're at with them. Neutral. I could probably get that. Can I get it before getting religious unity, which is the other mission? Yes. So I'm actually going to do that, and then maybe See if that gives me a little bit more protection against some of these guys here. Let's start improving relations there. Let's see what we can do up there. And we can build our boat. Gonna build another bark. And right now we're just kind of waiting for opportune moment. We have to get this claim first. Then when we have that claim, I believe we can go ahead and attack them. Let's look. Have they made any alliances? No alliances. So let's pause the game. And since they have no alliances, let's just go ahead and declare war. And they won't join us, but that's not really a big deal. Pretty sure we can take them alone. Let's raise up our maintenance. Probably should have done that first. But I should be fine as long as I give myself a leader. Let's see what we get. Oh, 4 shock. Early in the game, shock is far superior to fire. So this is going to be great. Now, just make sure he doesn't attack me before I get a month under my belt or so. Just waiting on my maintenance to go up. And... ah, crap, I just lost my ships. That was a stupid mistake. I didn't realize that he had a galley. Alright, well, should have been paying attention to that, or had it clicked on the go home. Well, I'll have another ship very soon. And that's pretty much the war. So, I've beaten him pretty much outright. And no need in any army maintenance. I'm just going to lower that right back down. Start collecting some money so I could start building my ships back. While that's going on, I do have another diplomat free. Not quite at an alliance. I can get a royal marriage though. That's good. As soon as he comes back, there's my first conversion. Let's do another one. While that's happening, let's see. Do I want to attack Yemen or Oman next? I'm thinking... let's see, they're at war with each other. Let's see what the outcome of that is first. Because that may make up my mind. So while we're waiting on that, may as well improve relations over here. Get that as solid as possible. Alright, well, lose stability or lose stability. It's not great, especially since my religious unity is pretty low. And I know I said I was lowering my piety, but anytime you attack someone who is not of your religion, so is not Sunni, you gain piety. And anytime you do attack somebody that is of your religion, you lose piety. It happens to be Shia. I got bumped up for a little while. I'll get it back down pretty fast. For now, it's going to cost me a lot to get this back, so I'm probably going to ride at -1 for just a little while. I tend to go for morale and fort defense just because temporary land force limits modifier isn't that great, because as soon as this expires, it can kind of come back and bite you in the ass. You have too many units, everything starts costing a bunch of money. That much discipline versus that much morale kind of depends, but pretty even to me, and a little extra fort defense is never bad. So So let's go ahead and take that. Let's look through our revolt risk here. It's getting pretty high. Don't really want to revolt. It'll only cost me 10 military power. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, where are we at? Let's see, I got the royal marriage. Let's see how close we are to an alliance. Is it just because we're at war? No. Alright. So, this is our first event to gain or lose piety. Either way, we lose something. In this case, prestige. I'll take losing prestige over power any day. Prestige is good, but not as good as power points. So, let's just go ahead and start losing that piety down. Hopefully the siege eventually starts going. And of course, let's see, what is it? Versus 5. That is not good. So let's go ahead and raise our maintenance back up. And this siege has gone pretty much nowhere, so... Oh, and then of course the walls break, so I think I'm gonna just see if I can race him down. I'm gonna play a little game with this. I'm going to lower this until it gets close to breaking. Can't afford to lose that much money. This is 21 versus 0. I'm positive 21. I'm going to go ahead and raise the maintenance back up. So I'm going to need full maintenance to fight this guy. Big problem here is if he breaks his walls, I lose my boats. $42. Come on. Come on. Alright, well there's another conversion. Let's go ahead and get started working on this one. Ah, there it goes. And of course. Well, good. My boat's got to run away. That's good. At least. There we go. Alright, well let's go ahead and go down here. Let's recall this diplomat so that I can negotiate this peace deal. I just want full annexation, nothing fancy there, just do that. Accepted. Let's go ahead and make a core. It's pretty cheap. 1 tax base. We should be able to win this, though it looks like we might not, and I did not. This is not good. Well, let's go ahead and get this boat patrolling the trade node. I'm gonna have to wait for my forces to reinforce a little bit here. Hopefully they don't get another. See if we can get our alliance here yet. Close. Not quite. go ahead and look at these. Why so low? I'm gonna go ahead and improve relations with the Timurids. Maybe I can do something with them. There's 4 versus 4. They're raising as fast as we can. Man, this is not looking good. My first loan. There's that. I don't think I'm going to get that. Here we go. This is something I will get eventually when I get a little bit of money. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and take you down here. I think maybe I'll be able to take you now. There we go. Alright, let's get you back here. And there's another loan. And alright, good. I can lower this enough to where I'm making some money. And that's it for my first video. We'll get the rebels sorted out and see where our next target is. See what's happening here in this war between Oman and Yemen, and pick out a new target and see if we can make an alliance with the Ottomans to strengthen our position. If you like this video, please subscribe, and thank you